Yo guys, XFazzy here, and in today's video I've got something completely different planned for you guys to watch today. And in today's video we are going to be going for round 30 on every Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies map, excluding the 3 Green Run survival maps of Bus Depot, Town, and Farm. So in today's video we have one main rule we're going to follow, and that is on the Victus maps we are not allowed to use the bank or the fridge to give us an unfair advantage over the other maps, all within Black Ops 2. So we're going to be going as quick as we can. We're not going to be holding zombies. We're not going to be doing the full quests or anything. It's just to get to round 30 as quick as I can. And the results may shock you in this video on what's my fastest and what's my longest. So I want you guys having a prediction now on what's going to be my fastest map, what's going to be my slowest map. And if you do like this kind of content, please give it a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new. And if you have any other recommendations for future videos around this context, like round 30 on every Black Ops 1 map, or pack-a-punching as quick as I can on every Call of Duty's map, anything like that, drop it down below. I love playing these older maps, and without further ado, guys, we're going into the first map of Transit, and it's not going to be fun, but let's get straight to it. That bus horn just makes me question. Okay, ignoring that, this is the first map of Transit, and aren't you guys excited to be watching some Transit gameplay in 2023? Because I know this is going to be an absolute shit show. I am not looking forward to playing this map for anywhere between 30 minutes to maybe even over an hour just trying to get to round 30. This map is the bane of my existence. It has tediousness covered into its DDNA. Like, think about it. The denizens, so tedious. You got the fire, the fog, the power, getting Pack-a-Punch on. It's all tedious, and not to name the worst one of them all, but Ted. You're a lad, mate, but when you honk that horn, you just grind something inside of me. The gears inside of me are spinning, and I'm fuming, so just shut up. But excluding that, the strats that we got down for this video is pretty much 3 things. Number 1, get to round 30 as quick as we can. Like, come on, we all know this. The second thing we want to do is we want to get all our perks and Pack-a-Punch on the first way around. So we want to do that to minimize the amount of time wasted going all the way back around, because, you know, that's going to be goofy. And the third strat is we want to get the ray gun. You will not see me building that absolute shit gun of the jet gun. It is horrible and garbage. So those are our 3 things we want to do. And if we get those nailed down, it should be a kind of simple run. And actually might be a fun game of Transit. I know I just said Transit can be fun, but Ted's been snoozing for like hours, it feels like. I know it only says it's been a couple minutes, but every second he's snoozing is every second I'm losing, pretty much. And I really wanted to wake up because the diner is so boring, man. And the first few stops on the bus is kind of useless, so old mate better wake up like soon. After that excruciating, felt like 6 years, but it was like 5 seconds of hearing Ted honk his horn telling us to hurry up, we are finally leaving Bus Depot, and that's a bit of a positive on this map, you know. We're going down towards our diner, and at the diner, it's where we want to play late game, and it does have the mystery box there straight off. So as you see us on the bus here, having the time of our lives, watching all these zombies on the bus, at the back of the bus, on the windows. It's a very fun time, man. It's a very safe transportation system, the bus. There's no worries about it at all. You're definitely not going to die in the high rounds taking that bus. It is such a great idea, Treyarch. How didn't I think of that? Ignore everything bad I just said about our boy Ted, because you know why? Look where we are. We are at the diner. You know damn right we're hitting that box. And you know damn right we are pulling a DSR. Okay, it's pretty like, it's pretty underwhelming, but, you know, it's not the worst thing in this video so far. It's probably one of the few highlights, even though it is pretty mid, but, you know, we're opening up this door here, and we actually get the hatch thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's to get the Galva Knuckles, and this is clutch, you know. As soon as we get the Galvas, the Avogadro, it's useless, you know. He's pretty much just dead. There's nothing he can do against us. We're just pretty much too strong for him, so this is beautiful, man. This is what we wanted, and, you know, all we're going to do is pretty much chill, hit the box a few more times, and wait for Ted to honk his annoying ass horn again. Did I say a couple more times? I meant to say one more time, because in our second box hit, we get the ray gun, and this is our first attempt, and getting the ray gun's second hit on Transit, it's like Christmas, and what month is this? July. Like, it is crazy good, man. This is exactly what we wanted. That's step 3 of our thing done. Get the ray gun. Let's tick that. That is finished. We don't have to worry about that. We only got 2 more things to do, and we're pretty much set now for, like, the low to mid rounds. Thank you, Ted. 7.5 minutes in, onto round 7, and Ted honks his horn, and we're off to the next stop of Farm, you know. it can kind of be seen as a useless sop, you know, first lot around. There's nothing really there for you to do. All you really want to do is the power room and town when you think about it, but in my case, it's actually pretty good because what I'm going to do, as you guys can see right now, I'm going to put my turbine right next to double tap and I'm going to drink that bitch up. You know, I'm going to get it pre-bought and just hope I don't die before I get Jug and the power on because it's actually not activated unless I get the power on. As you guys should know, if you don't know, there's something new. So on our step 2 where we said we had to get all our perks and pack the first way around, we're kind of halfway there, you know. We got 2 perks. Our next 2 perks we want is Jug and Stamina up, and you know, the hard thing to do is get Pack-a-Punch on first time, because if I fail that, I'm not going to bother redoing it again. So just for waiting for the bus to go again, I'm just chill, you know, just kill some zombies, wait for Ted to honk his horn again, and we're out of here.
Double points.
Don't you guys just love that horn? I'm just going to keep bass boosting it every time I hear it come up just for your guys' enjoyment, because I know you love the sound of that. It doesn't bring back PTSD or anything like that. Come on, I know you guys too well, but excluding that, we are on our way to the power room, and this is gonna pretty much be do or die depending on the speed of the run. If we mess it up and our turbine gets broken before we get to town, there's just no Pack-a-Punch. It's going to slow down the rounds, but if it does, it means we can quickly get this map done and do it in like a really fast time. So it's pretty much do or die here, so let's just enjoy this bus ride while we can before shit hits the fan and hope we go well. Okay, chill time is over and mucking around is over. This is where I get serious. So we're in the power room now and we're going to get the power on. So first we'll grab this part here. We'll build it up here. Grab this second part. Build it up. Grab this third part. Build it up. Yeah, cool. But now we have the power on. As soon as we flick it, we can have a look over here and see the Avogadro doing some dancing ritual or something. I don't know. He's getting electrocuted. And there's a whole lord behind it. Do I care? No, I just want to kill zombies, so we don't care about him. Me and my homies hate him, but passing this, now we can do the step that really matters. We're going to drop this turbine by this door with this lightning bolt, or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure it's a lightning bolt, but as soon as we drop the turbine here, we're just going to bring the zombie away from it. We don't want him to destroy it. If he destroys it, I'm going to be a sad little boy, and I'm going to be crying for ages and ages, but now all we got to do is jump down, do some jumpy parkour things, you know what I'm talking about, so I don't fall in that big lava pit, and now we go on the bus with Teddy Boy and we just make our way to town and pray to Jesus Christ himself that I went right. We made it. We made it to town, the final stop on this beautiful bus journey with my brother-in-law Ted. It was such a fun journey. It really wasn't, but as soon as we buy Jug here, because, you know, it is essential, as soon as I get Jug, I feel safe. We're going to go... God damn, Misty, shut up! Sorry about that, but as soon as we get Jug, we're going to break this door down, and moment of truth. I hate this game, man. I hate this game with a passion. I don't know if I did it wrong. I'm pretty sure I put the turbine in the right spot, but Transit, what a beautiful map, man. It just doesn't give you what you want, and we got all our perks just about now, but we failed our second step. We didn't get all our perks and Pack-a-Punch in the first way around, so we're going to go for the rest of the run without a Pack-a-Punch weapon, and as you can see by this little picture here, it actually does make a little difference to having Pack. It's going to make the gun a tad bit weaker. It shouldn't be anything like too difficult, but it might slow down the rounds a little bit, so I could have probably chopped the 5 to 10 minutes off my time if I got it packed, but what can you do, man? It's just bad luck. That's the first loop done, and pretty much we're done with Ted as soon as we get back to the diner. As I said, I want to run loops around that general area just because there's MP5 ammo there, just in case if I run out of ray gun ammo and I need to kill zombies. It will be slower, yes, but it's more safe, so I'm just going to speed through this, you know, very fast until we get to the diner, because there's nothing really to report on, man. It's just, this is pretty much it. We just got to start eliminating zombies and going as quick as we can. I really want to get... I was hoping to get around 40 minutes, 45 minutes with a packed ray gun, but now I'm looking around 50 minutes. I think anything sub-hour especially is good, but we'll see what happens. But we're looking pretty solid. You know, we're at a really good time now, but it can all go to shit if I die, because if you die on transit, good luck getting your perks back, man. It's pretty much impossible. It took 13 rounds and 22 minutes to get mostly set up. We're not fully set up because, you know, the Pack-a-Punch, but I'm not dealing with that right now. It's going to take another 15 minutes to go back around. And plus, I didn't even grab a turbine for a bus depot because I couldn't be bothered because I knew I didn't want to do it. So, pretty much, there's not really much to show you guys now. I'm going to be showing you guys some trains, you know, some stuff that happens and just keep talking. But right now, it's just pretty much I can chill. This is pretty much where I got to kill them, hoard them up as quick as I can. If I die, I'm going to be sad, but it should be pretty easy from here on out. You know, there's nothing much to really do. It's just train, kill zombies, chill out, you know, the best zombies experience you can have. 13 seconds later, though, I don't know how I survived this, but I did. I was trying to build the shield and I couldn't find the crafting table because I barely played transit, but that would have been a horrible way to do it. Getting set up just to die like that and having to do another loop, but thank the zombie lords, I don't know how I got out of that one. There was two more things I realized when I was playing this game on round 14. The first thing was I needed to grab Galvan Knuckles, so I got Galvan Knuckles. I haven't seen the Avogadro yet, but I know he's going to come in a few rounds because he usually comes, I don't know how often, but I know it's like probably 5 to 8 rounds is my guess, and also the shield. The Dino is good as well for the shield, so I can keep training, having a shield just to set, like, back me up, so this wasn't probably the fastest strat to train you up, but it was most definitely the safest, and I'm not taking any risks on transit. If I can ensure that I don't have to do it all over again, the whole setup, I'm going to take it, even if it costs me extra time to get this done, but now we're pretty much set up now, and it's just going to be fun, fun, fun. 2 rounds later, our boy showed up, but as you saw before, I actually pulled the EMPs out of the box, and the EMPs are one-shot the Avogadro if you didn't know, and the Galvas take 2 shots, so the EMPs were actually very good, surprisingly, I know. You never hear anyone like compliment the EMPs, but every time the Avogadro come, I just threw it at him and he disappeared, and there was no worries about it whatsoever, so pretty simple, you know, nothing serious here. Since this strategy is very boring for you guys to watch, I'm going to give you 5 round intervals from 20, 25, and 30 just to show you my pace and how I'm tracking, and on round 20 it only took another 2 more rounds, I'm pretty sure it was, but there's another Avogadro, which is fairly frequent spawns. I didn't think it would spawn in this quick, but once again, EMP, did you like that snipe from that EMP grenade? Because I know it was pretty cool. I know you guys are smiling about it, but yeah, round 20, you know, there's nothing really much to talk about. We're 31 minutes in. It's not the greatest, it's not the worst, but the rounds are getting longer, but the zombies also spawn in faster on the higher rounds, so we're going at a good pace here. It shouldn't take more longer than 20 minutes to get this done, so it's going to be sub-hour for sure, and I'm pretty happy about it. Another 9 minutes later into my run, we reach round 25. Well, towards the end of round 25. I didn't want you guys just to see the normal, like, starting of round 25. I want you guys to see me doing my little training here. But we're at 41 minutes now. There hasn't been another Avogadro, surprisingly, so I'm expecting one probably next round or the next few after. At the top of my head, I don't remember what round he comes, but I presume there's one more. I think, hopefully. I might just be dumb here. But yeah, it's been like fairly simple, as you can see. It's just simple training, like it's a survival map. That's what pretty much transit is if you're not going to get the jet gun and go for high rounds. So it's been pretty simple. It's not too bad, you know, transit. It gets a bad rep, but in the high rounds, it can be kind of fun, you know, just training and killing. But like the point comes in your head, what's the point of playing transit when you can just play town and do the same thing without the tedious setup? So that's all I can pretty much say about transit. I'm just glad this thing's about to be over because that first 25 to 30 minutes of setting up was absolutely horrible. The last interesting thing about transit is we got an Avogadro again, and it came on round 28, and it's only the 3rd one, and it's kind of weird because I got 2 like Avogadros within 3 rounds. And the next one didn't come for like another 10, so if you guys know the spawn rate of the Avogadro, please let me know, because I don't really know, and it's kind of weird, but yeah, as you see, we took him out pretty easily. It wasn't too much of a hassle, and we're pretty much on the final stretch now, you know? 2 more rounds to go, and it's been one of like the slow runs, you know? You can already tell it's going to be one of the slowest runs before even looking at this video, but it's not too bad, you know? We did what we had to do, and we're about to finish it now. I'm coming up here, it's gonna be 50 minutes 37.6 seconds, so knowing that, we got our first challenge done of getting to round 30, so we did 2 of the 3 things we wanted to do to make it really quick. Unfortunately, we missed, you know, getting the pack open. That would have probably taken the time down by 5-10 minutes, but and on the left graphic, as you can see now, it's gonna put it at number 1 for the fastest one so far, and come on, that's pretty obvious. Like, Of course, it's going to be number 1. It's the first one. And looking at it in comparison to the world record player one speedruns, like one player speedruns, it's not really that good. You know, I was like 10 minutes off, but like I wasn't really going to go for that because they would have had to use the Denizen transportation system where you put them next to a light post, and I couldn't be bothered doing that, so I'm pretty happy with my time here, and I'm happy enough to say, let's go into the next one of Nuketown Zombies. Nuketown Zombies. There's not much to say about it. It's just another survival map. Probably one of the most basic zombies maps we've ever seen. Like, I know it's just a little add-on, but this map doesn't have much really to offer. Like, I would rank it C to D if I was actually, like, wanted to play this map, so it's not my favorite map, and there's a few reasons why, as everyone should know. With the main reason being there's no main wonder weapon and random perk drops, you know. It can be really tedious, but in our video today for Nuketown, we have 3 goals. Our first goal is to finish under 45 minutes. I think that's a good time. It's going to be just fairly quick trains with no setup, so it should be pretty gettable. Our second thing we want to do is we want to go flawless. We don't want to die in Nuketown. I don't think we should, but it all just depends on when we get Jug. Because if we get Jug last, like around round 20 or something, it's going to be very difficult. And our third challenge is to get the ray gun Mark 1 or 2 and use that for killing our zombies. Because once we get that, it should be fairly easy and it should make the rounds go pretty quick. So those are our goals for this video, and hopefully we get it. Quick Revive always drops first in solo games on Nuketown. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know that. If you don't, there's another fun fact. It's worth a subscribe, I reckon. Ignoring that, I'm going to get that straight away. I know I said I want to go flawless, but with my luck on zombie maps, and especially Nuketown, I have a feeling I'm not going to get Jug at least to my 3rd perk or later, and that is very scary, you know. It's only 2 hits on Black Ops 2, and Nuketown's kind of like tight and congested. Even yards can be kind of sketchy, so we're getting that. And we're just going to pretty much fly through these early rounds until the perks start dropping, until we get some good weapons from the box, and just keep mowing them down like any other survival map. At the beginning of round 4, we're going to open up the 2 doors to get towards the box, and we're going to open the front door and then the upstairs door. If you don't know why, if you open the bottom door, like towards the backyard, it makes it really hard to train since zombies will keep flooding out there and interrupting your train. And this side is preferably better in my opinion. I like to train here. So that's my thought process there, so we're just going to rack up points, hit the box a few times, hope for something good, but let's just keep our fingers crossed. Y'all heard that siren, right? That's some good news. The perk's dropping. Pretty much our first perk, because we knew Quick Revive was going to be our first, so it could be any of the additional 3, Jug, Speed Call, or Double Tap, and as well as Pack-a-Punch. We want Jug and Pack, but no, we get Double Tap. It's not bad, but come on. Yeah, you guys saw that, right? My first 4 box hits were very underwhelming. 2 snipers, a shotgun, and a 5.7. Like, come on. It wasn't the greatest, but we can't really do much on Nuketown, really. It's like $4 or $5 the box and perks, so you damn know when to keep spinning this to like at least pull the ray gun, or maybe even an Executioner, or the M27, something like that to make me happy, because this being my second map, I'm still not happy, and the next one's going to be bad too, so I just want to have little glimpses of happiness, man. This rarely happens with me. I have no idea how the box spawned on this side as well. Like, it usually goes to the other side of the map, but it spawned right next to me, so I got more money for that rather than opening doors, so I'm happy. Just more cycles of hitting the box, you know. I actually get a decent weapon of the Galil during this little hit here, but did you hear that? It's Ted. He's mocking us after we got the fire sale from Transit. He's still coming trying to find bus route B, but oh my lord, thank you Ted. As soon as he beeped his horn, look what we got. The ray gun! You can't play this any better. Ted is still haunting me, and he's always like that, but that's a 3rd challenge already done. Ray gun this early on, it's absolutely amazing. I love you Ted. I'm so sorry for everything bad I said about you in Transit. Please forgive me. My luck can't get any better. The siren's gone off again. Another perk is dropping. I am over the moon. I'm so excited to get a perk. You know, I'm just hoping for Jug now. You know, I've been playing so cautious and playing slow because I don't want to die. But as the perk is falling, as you can hear, slams right next to me. It is upstairs. And as soon as I go and reveal what it is, it's not Jug. It's Pack-a-Punch, but it's probably the second best thing I could have gotten. We're still missing Speed Collar and Jug. And knowing my luck, Jug's probably going to be last, but I hope it's not because I'm going to cry. Like, you'll actually hear a grown-ass man crying because Jug, Nuketown, always finishing last on my list. Playing without Jug on a round like this just makes the game so scary. Like, look at this. I don't know if I'm bad or if I'm just panicking because I don't have Jug, but like, one wrong move, I'm dead here. I'm having to jump and like shoot, switch weapons every 2 seconds just to make sure I don't die. Jug is critical, and without it, I'm just like a headless chicken, man. I'm just like pretty much waiting to die unless Jug comes soon. Round 9 going into round 10 with 11 minutes in, decide to pack a Galil. I just think it's a better option, especially without Jug. It just gives me stronger firepower to like take out the zombies, and Reagan can be scary with the splash damage, so the Galil is pretty much a save me gun right now. Like, it's just pretty much going to save me in most situations, so I'm probably going to keep this late game with the ray gun. It just seems like the right idea, especially because it's such an underrated weapon, and it is so strong. It is so strong. Like, look at these little clips here. It just, I know it's only round 11 and I got double tap, but it just mauls them down. It's just going to make it so much easier to survive for like the early game to mid game, so it's a good decision and it's going to pay off dividends. We're on round 12 now, and we're going about 1 round per minute, 15 seconds, minute 10 seconds, something around that. So we're doing pretty fast right now, but I just want to like let you guys look in what I'm doing right now. Like, as I said from the start, all I'm going to really be doing is trading in this area for the majority of the game. Nuketown's very boring. There's no fun process to show you guys like Transit was, how I could show you my little journey, even though I was dying inside. So right now I'm just training, killing with a ray gun, killing some stranglers with the Galil, you know, just simple stuff like that, and I'll keep checking in with you guys during this to show you what I'm doing, because right now it's nothing interesting. It's just Nuketown. It's another boring bland survival map. It's siren time again, and if you're a gambling addict in crippling debt like me, you love the sound of that noise. It just gives you a glimmer of hope that you're going to get something good after getting 90% of loss after loss after loss. So hearing this siren sound, I'm just hoping it's Jug, you know. We're just going to chill, wait for it to drop, and as soon as it drops, we'll be sprinting towards it, and since it's dropped right now, we're going to go open this door here and have a look what we got, and this is why I have crippling depression, you know. We got Speed Caller. That wasn't really what we wanted. It's going to be so much harder to survive without dying before getting Jug. Like, I was even thinking about resetting at this point because I didn't have much faith in myself. I'm not like a really good zombies player. I'm pretty mediocre, to say the best. And that there is why I say I'm mediocre at best. I just put myself in a stupid situation. This is why I never train on this side. And unfortunately for myself, I failed my second challenge of going flawless, but I couldn't really do much, man. I put myself in a bit of a predicament, but as soon as we get recovered and end this wave of zombies, we're going to go get our perks back. So first we'll get this perk, drink that bad boy up, and we'll go get our second perk, and just ignore Speed Caller for now, because we don't really need it yet, because I'd rather save my money for pack-a-punching my ray gun and getting Jug when it drops, so that's our strat. Keeping the last zombie on round 15, I decided to make the smart decision and pack on my ray gun. I'm really going to have no points for anything in the map. Everything's pretty much open except the starting room with a bus thing in the middle of the map, whatever it is, where you can get the goals and shit, but I don't really need that. I don't really want that, so we're going to pack our... And as you can see, it's already making an impact in these rounds. It's just absolutely demolishing them, but yes, it's still nervous without Jug, but at least it's stronger in my opinion, and I'll see you guys when I get Jug, which could be in another 20 rounds and all my luck, but who knows. Hold that door, it's not 20 rounds, you heard that siren, it's right now, we got Jug on round 16, which is surprisingly quick to get all our perks on, so you damn know I'm getting that shit straight away. I'm not waiting for nothing, Jug is mine, I'm happy, it should be easy from here on out. Round 20 now, 27 minutes in, so if we want to finish our first goal and at least get 2 of our goals done before the game ends, we're going to finish the next 10 rounds within 18 minutes. It seems pretty gettable. If nothing goes wrong and I just train perfectly and fast and not be dumb, it should be easily done, but it's been a pretty, I would say flawless, but you know, I already took it down. That's because of Jug and Nuketown's stupid mechanic of making Jug come last, but we should be able to get this done sub 45. I don't see a reason, like a world that we lose this in. It should be like straightforward, but I don't know, man. It's hit or miss with me. I'm either on or I'm off, and this game I've kind of been on, but I'm like 50-50, but you know, it is what it is. After going through my recording and I mean looking at every single second towards round 20 to 25, nothing happened. There's nothing I can show you guys in Nuketown that's entertaining, so I'm just skipping it to here just to give you a little update. We're at 36 minutes in now, and That took longer than I thought. That took 9 minutes to do the round 20 to 25, so it's going to take a bit longer to do round 25 to 30, so it's going to be really close if we get over the line under 45, but excluding, I'm pretty happy with how quick I've done this map, you know. Like, the hardest challenge of this map was trying to stay awake. This map was so bland and boring, but even Transit was better in my opinion, because at least I had something to do, and yeah, it's been pretty mid, to be honest. I don't recommend Nuketown for doing fast runs on it. It just gets boring after you get your last perk drop down, because that's the last exciting thing on Nuketown, when your perks drop. Excluding that, it's just boring. There was literally nothing to show you guys, like literally nothing to show you guys between round 25 to 30, so I just showed you some little like cuts of my times going towards the end of each round, the start of every new round, but coming to the end of round 29, thank God this is over. I almost fell asleep during it. We are going to finish off with a time of 48 minutes, 8 seconds, .27, which means we unfortunately failed sub 45 minutes, but I don't know if that's on me playing bad or if it was a bit too much of an unrealistic expectation, maybe a bit of both, but it actually puts it as my fastest map completed so far, 2.5 minutes faster than Transit, which is really nice. And looking at the leaderboards for the top 10, like round 30 player 1 speedruns, we're not really close at all. People who do that are madmen, respect to them, but I'm just glad this one's over and we're actually going down towards Die Rise now, which is also another very mid map. The first 3 maps are very bad, but the next 3 maps in Black Ops 2 are perfect, so Die Rise should be a very quick one, and I'll see you guys over there right now. We're up to map 3, and we are on Die Rise, a very, very poor map in my opinion. I might rate it my least favorite zombies map of all time, up to Black Ops 3. Black Ops 4 and above I don't really care about, if I'm going to be honest with you, but I'd rather play Trans than Die Rise. Die Rise, it's just an annoying map to play, you know. I swear I die more by fall damage than actual zombies, you know. It's just a stupid mechanic, but a few fixes could actually make this map playable, but as it is on Black Ops 2 Basic, it's not good. It's not a fun map, and this should be a very quick run, I presume. I know the speed running on round 30 Die Rise is crazy fast, like sub 30 minutes, which is actually insane, but it should be pretty fun to actually speedrun, but we'll see what happens. As you can see me struggling to find the Liquefire parts, because I am absolutely stupid at that. I cannot memorize it, and I would not learn to memorize it. It's just scattered in my opinion, but we have 3 challenges for this map, like any other map. Our first challenge is going to be sub 40 minutes. I think this is going to be one of the quickest runs, if not the quickest, if everything goes to plan. It should be a really quick run, so we're going to go for that. Our second plan is to get the setup, all our perks really early, you know, and to get to our camping strategy. It's a very vague goal, but there's not really much to do in Die Rise. We just want to get set up and into our strategy real quick, and you'll see what that is later. And our third one is, it's going to be flawless. It's a relatively easy map, Die Rise, and I don't think I should die, so that's going to be my 3 goals, and it should be pretty good to do. I just want a moment to absolutely shit talk the guy who made Armored Zombies. You have a special place in my heart, and I dislike you very much. Absolute horrible idea, get it out of my face. 2 knife on round 1, and these guys are just tanky and scary. It's such a stupid mechanic. The 2-hit down system is nothing to mess around with. It is such a scary, like, mechanic in like the older games. Getting hit twice and being done for the game without quick revive is so scary, so we're buying this AK on the wall here. We need it, you know. It's just going to help us out a lot, and whilst we have this, you're going to see me slowly grabbing and building up the Liquefire. It's pretty much essential. It's all I need. I don't need anything else. All I really need is Jug, Double Tap, Speed Caller, and then the Liquefire. Because my strategy, I don't need any other gun. Round 30 should be done really quick, so this AK is probably going to stay with me towards the end of the game, most likely, but we'll just see what happens. But this is pretty much what we're going to do early on. Just get points, get to our spot, and just start mauling them down super, super quick. There's one positive thing about Die Rise, and no, it's not this little elevator travel. This thing is so annoying and tedious, but it's actually when we get up to the top. The skybox, when you're on top of the roof here, it's so beautiful. It's the only place I go on Die Rise if I'm playing casually, because everywhere else is just ugly, muggy, and grey. Up here, it's so beautiful. The colors are light when it goes dark, when it goes light. It's just beautiful, man. So I'm just going to chill up here until I get my perks on the side of the map, and points really, because it's so beautiful, man. Like, come on, you can't even disagree with it. It's the only one positive thing about Die Rise, and maybe the Liquefire. not maybe. The Sliquify is definitely another positive, but the Skybox, man, holy. Round 6 here, and we get our first jumping jack round, and I'm pretty happy because I had no ammo on my AK left, but these things are pretty annoying to deal with, man. They just jump, jump, jump. And I know you get a free perk for 100% accuracy on them, but I can't aim. I cannot aim, and so I'm definitely not going to get a free perk from these guys, but yeah, that's worth a shot. And if there's one thing I could have changed about this run so far, it is this early game. Like, my time right now for round 6, it's absolutely dreadful. I could have probably done this a few minutes quicker if I knew my way around the Sliquifier parts and the spawns, because some of these spawns are pretty tragic, but excluding that, a free max ammo and a free quick round, you'll never hear me complain about that. We finally have our safety net in round 7 of Quick Revive. I have been waiting for this to come for so long because I am in dire need of it, because I know I want to go flawless, like I said, on Nuketown, but it's always good to have that safety net, and right now, I'm just going to get as much points as I can, because I still need 3k for Speed Cola, and I want to be better safe than sorry, you know. I'm not going for rank 1 in the world, I'm just speedrunning as quick as I can, and to the ability I feel most comfortable with. And I feel most comfortable with all my perks, like, secured, so after getting all these kills here, we're just going to go through this little loop-de-loop all the way through these building to building, through elevator to elevator, but we finally find Speed Cola, and you damn know we're drinking that bitch up straight away. And that's pretty much the early game setup. We finally got everything we needed, and now pretty much all we got to do is just find our way to our spot. You know, that's all we really need to do is get into our spot and just sit there and just absolutely start mauling down zombies super quick. However, on our way there, we realized the boxes here. I completely forgot about the boxes here because, let's be honest, put your hand up if you ever hit the box on Dyros. I better see no hands up because it's so pointless. You got the A94, goated weapon, SVU, even better in my opinion, and the Sliquifier. Pretty much infinite ammo if you keep buying ammo off the wall, so what's the point of hitting the box? But I'm going to hit the box a few times, you know, there's nothing special in here, there's nothing really worthy to show. I think I end off here with an RPD in my hand, and I do, yes, I have an RPD. And now pretty much this is the strategy. We're going to go down to our spot right now, and I'll see you in a few rounds when it starts to pick up the pace. We made it to our spot in round 10, fully set up, and unfortunately, I'm going to say my second goal of getting set up early, I'm going to make it a fail just because it has taken us quite a while of 14 minutes, man. 14 minutes for 10 rounds. I was expecting like a minute per round for the early rounds. That's usually my go-to, and this is pretty slow, so we're going to have to put a cross next to that one, but the next two should be pretty much tick-tick if everything goes well, but this is pretty much the setup spot. I'm pretty sure you've seen it before, but all you pretty much do is just spam this Liquifier and let it keep chaining as you sit this corner here. It's a pretty simple strategy, but it's very effective in my eyes because the spawns only come from 2 locations, one to your right and one to your left. When you kill the zombies like that with chains of Liquifier, it's pretty much infinite damage until round 100, and you get a free max ammo every 5 rounds from those jumping jacks, plus the additional max ammos mid rounds that you get, especially on the earlier rounds. So it's pretty much a flawless strategy, and I do recommend a strategy like this, but I might need some few tips because it's my first time doing it, and honestly, I'm pretty garbage at it, so any tips would be gratefully appreciated. We are at the halfway point of our rounds on round 15 with 19 minutes in, and we get another jumping jack round, and it's pretty much going to get faster from here on out because there's going to be more spawns and they're going to be running faster, so the round's actually going to go quicker the later we go into this, so we're actually at a really good pace right now. We're actually looking under 40 minutes right now if I don't die or do something stupid or run out of ammo and have to retreat, but another free max ammo after this, and on round 16, as you can see, it's just back to business, you know, just absolutely slaughtering down the zombies with the Liquifier, chaining these bad boys up. Same as 17 right here, it's the exact same thing over and over again, so as you can see me killing these zombies here with the Liquifier, I'm just going to give you like little cuts on when I get to like around 20, 25, or when the jumping jacks come, just to show you my progress, because this isn't really a fun strategy to watch. It is fun to play, I tell you what. This is actually a strategy I do recommend if you just want to sit down and start slaughtering as quick as you can. You can get really fast times with this. You can easily get in the leaderboards if you're half decent and have a good early game strat, and if you actually use the bank, you're going to be so good at this. So all I'm going to be doing now is just chilling and keeping you guys updated on what I'm doing. Round 20 was another jumping jack round. I decided to skip that for you guys, but we're at 26 minutes now on round 21. As you can see, the time is really picking up. We're actually doing rounds under a minute, which is crazy to think about in the 20s as well, but pretty much, it's just simple, man. It's actually so fun to do. The rounds go so quick, and it's just a breeze, man. It's actually a breeze, but we should be able to get under 40 minutes. Should be able to go flawless. I don't see me failing it, but deep down I know I'm probably going to fail both of them. Hopefully not. You're about to find out towards the end of this segment, but it's pretty good right now, and there's nothing really to report on. If at the start of the video you predicted Dire Eyes to be the fastest run, you're certainly on track right now. We're 29 minutes in on round 25. The jumping jacks came the round before, and honestly, this could be like a 35-minute run if I'm like, this is actually going insanely fast. Like, I've seen people do it before. I didn't know it was this fast. I really didn't. Dire Eyes can actually be fun after you get set up past all that stupid tediousness. Once you get into a strategy like this, it is fun. But ignoring all that, I'm actually having a enjoyable time on Dire Eyes. I didn't think that I could say that unless I was playing with mates and messing around, but no, I am actually having a blast. Who would have thought? Not me. Round 27 here, and unfortunately we weren't ready for how fast the zombies came out, and we took a scary down at this time in the run, and we fail our third challenge of going flawless. But as soon as we get up here, I had a choice to make. Do I stay here and risk it, or do I go down and get perks? And you damn know me, we want that super duper fast time. We're staying here. I was going to be a bit more aware and just start spamming more often. I was just trying to be too cute with it, only trying to use a few shots. Really dumb on my behalf, but as soon as we got back up, I'm just going to start spamming the shit out of this and hope for some good drops, and we should be fine. But if not, 33 minutes in, and on round 28, we get a jumping jack round, and I am jumping and jumping and jumping in joy. I am so glad I got this. It's pretty much a free round. It pretty much means all I got to do is get through round 29 without dying, and I pretty much beat the challenge. And I'm so glad this has happened. So the jumping jacks are taken care of pretty easily. You know, you can just one-shot them with the Sliquify, but still it is scary about Jugger Quick Revive. My heart was pounding, honestly, because I had adrenaline rushing through me, because part of me didn't want to do the setup again. Part of me wouldn't have mind because the strategy is pretty fun, but it's just the startup that really deters me from doing this again. But we get through it pretty comfortably, and now we're on to round 29 now, where all we got to do is survive. After the longest few minutes of my life, my butt clenched spamming the Sliquify. As you guys just saw, we finally finished around 30 with a time of 35 minutes, 16 seconds, 0.29, which means we got sub 40, and 35 minutes is absolutely insane. And in relation to other speedruns, it actually puts us like 6 to 7 minutes behind 10th place, but I don't care. That was crazy in my eyes. It was actually really fun, and also that puts it at number 1. Above Nuketown and Transit, as you can see on the left. And with all that in mind, I am very excited to go on to the next map, which is one of my personal favorites of Buried. It is such a fun experience, and I'll see you guys over there right now. I've decided to do Buried now after Dire Eyes because I want to keep the best 2 maps for last. You know, the best 2 maps of Mob of the Dead and Origins for last. But saying that, Buried is a classic map. It is such a fun experience. It is just such a chill map. It's probably one of the best maps in Black Ops 2 that you can play with mates and just have a good time. It holds a special place in my heart. It was the map I played most as a kid, and now looking at it now, it is still held up to this day beautifully. But on Buried today, we're going to give ourselves 3 goals to complete, and our first goal is going to be sub 40 minutes. I know, it should be pretty easy on Buried. It's all up to RNG, really, with the box, if I get the Paralyzer, because that's going to be a main stake in my strategy, so that's going to be number 1. Number 2, I want all my perks and Pack-a-Punch weapons before round 15. That should be fairly simple, you know. That shouldn't be too difficult whatsoever, because it's all RNG, really. If I get my gun, I go pack, and I get back to my spot, so we just got to hope for that. And our third one, it's going to be flawless. You know, I am not going to take it down. I can say it now, I am not going to take it down on Buried, and if I do, I am just horrible, but saying that, let's get into the video. For the really early game strategy, I got the A94, as you can see here. This is going to be going on me for pretty much for the whole game. It is such a beast of a weapon, and Secondly, with Leroy, as you saw, we got out of his cage, or Arthur, whatever you want to call him, we're only going to use him to open up Jug. We're going to take the gamble that we're going to get the Paralyzer from the box early, because after we get Jug, Paralyzer, A94, and Speed Collar as well, Quick Revive, we get Double Tap from the Witch's House. We should be set to go, so now it's pretty much just box roulette until we get the Paralyzer. So I'm just going to be chilling, hoping to get it early, because the earlier we get it, the earlier we finish the run. Round 4, we secured Juggernog, and this is pretty much free game from here on out. There's no reason you should die on Buried when you get Jug. It's pretty much free. Round 30, pretty much, if you fail getting round 30 on Buried, you should honestly delete the game. It's not that difficult, but now you'll just see me spin in the box, and I'll show you a few hits I got, and hopefully we get the Paralyzer within the first 10 hits. Seems pretty good, since there's around like 40 weapons in the box. If we get it in the first 10, I'll be a very, very happy little boy. This may have been the craziest box like I've gotten Buried. I got the Time Bomb, the Ray Gun Mark II, and I finally get the Paralyzer only on my 5th hit, which is absolutely incredible. You know, all I really want to do now is get Speed Collar before I go to the Witches, because that's the only perk I can get in the main bit of the map. And as I said, as soon as I open up the Witches door, I can get Double Tap, and the original 4 perks is all I need. And I'll get an additional perk from the Witch later, but that's, like, whatever I get, it doesn't really matter to me. Maybe Volt Trade the best, or Stamina Up. I don't really care about the others, so right now you're just going to see me farming up points, try and get Speed Collar as quick as I can. After absolutely farming a double points on round 7, we have plenty of money to go get Speed Collar, so as you can see, I've already secured Speed Collar, and we're at a really good pace right now. On round 8, we decided to stay back in the main area and farm up as much points as we can, because to get Double Tap and Pack-a-Punch, it's going to cost us 7k points, and not to mention, if we get hit by a Witch, we lose 2k points, so as soon as we entered the maze, we grabbed Double Tap, and now we have all our perks done. We don't need any more perks, and now we pretty much just got to save up for packs. So going through the Witches, ensuring I don't get hit by these greedy motherfuckers, because Jesus Christ, they are brutal if you don't know the spawns, but I played this map a lot of times, I know the spawns, so I was pretty confident to not get hit, and I didn't get hit, which was beautiful. So on the other side of the Witches now, we're just cleaning up the last few, and for our 5th perk, we actually get Vulture Raid, which is pretty good. It's probably the best one I could have gotten, you know, free ammo drops, got the mist of shit hits the fan, and we're looking pretty good now. All we gotta do is get both our guns packed, and we should be ready to go back to our strategy. A random memory popped in my head about Buried when I was a kid, and I want to know if you guys did the same thing, but when I was around 12, 13 years old playing Buried, as soon as I went through the Witches, I was always too scared to go back. Please tell me I'm not the only one. So down here actually used to be a camping strategy for me, my brothers, and my friends when we used to play together, because we were too nervous to go back to the Witches, you know. That's when Zombies was at its peak, but I don't know, if anyone else has had that idea, or that, like, not idea, but has had that experience, let me know, because I don't want to feel like a little wuss and like a little baby, but this spot is actually pretty good, you know. I can farm up a lot of points here. There's only 2 spawn points pretty much, one in front, one to the window, and it's really not too hard to secure, so getting points here, it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty quick. Round 11, we decided to Pack-a-Punch our Paralyzer into the Petrifier, I'm pretty sure it's called. I'm just guessing at the top of my head, so if I'm wrong, whoops. But yeah, so we got that packed on round 11, and now we have our second goal done of getting all our perks and Pack-a-Punch on round 15. This all came because I got good luck with the box, so I'm pretty happy with this, and now I'm pretty much just going to chill here until it gets pretty safe to leave. So around 12, I'm going to start to leave to go back to my strategy, my main strategy to fly through the rounds, and I'm about to show you guys what it is right now. Since I'm now back in the main area of the map, there was 2 different strategies I had in mind that I wanted to do. One was on top of the storage room, on that little thing where you keep the debris behind you, and they just jump up on you. You'll see it later in the video. And the other strategy was sitting by Jug, and I started to sit off by Jug because it's quicker. I just wanted to test the spawn rates, which one was quicker, so these next few rounds, you're going to see me doing a little bit of swapping places, going up to here, then down to there, up to here, up, down to there, just to try to get an idea in my mind of which one I find preferable, and which one's faster in my opinion, but pretty much from now on out, it's just camping galore like it was in Dios. We're just going to be camping and absolutely slaughtering these dogs as quick as we can. In my opinion, the Juggernog camping strategy took a bit longer. In my opinion, it took a while for the zombies to start kicking in and getting fast. It was pretty slow, so I decided to move up on here. And after a round up here, I realized this is probably the place I want to be. You know, they just flood up here to me, and the A94 as it is right now. I've got infinite ammo as I can continuously buy ammo off the wall. and it is pretty strong. I might be able to just use this A94 for the full 30 rounds because the Paralyzer, it's strong and all, but it actually does take a while to kill, so it's going to slow down the rounds. So I'm just going to be using the A94 for as long as I can, just holding down my sights, killing zombies as quick as I can. The beginning of round 15 started off as 20 minutes on my timer, so we are going pretty fast, you know. We're about the same pace we want to be, so 40 minutes is going to be very if we forget it. We're going to have to pick up the pace here, but I'm going to show you guys some intervals of how it's going along, because same like Dire Eyes, Buried, and Nuketown, they're pretty simple. You know, Transit, Mob of the Dead, and Origins are going to have much more setup into it, whereas these maps, the setups are pretty short. It's pretty much getting a good gun from the box, and either training or camping and getting there as quick as you can. So right now, it's pretty self-explanatory. You've seen this strategy probably 100 times on YouTube of people doing it. It's probably the most effective strategy, really easy to do, and that's why I'm using it in this video. 6 minutes later down the track, there's absolutely nothing that's happened. I've literally just been doing the same thing. Holding down left click to aim, tapping right click to shoot, and just that's it. So we're actually 6 minutes later, we're on round 20 now. And it's going pretty quick, you know. I think I might just accidentally miss out on the 40 minutes, even though that was a goal I had in mind. I really wanted to achieve it, but excluding that, it's still been a fun run, a very quick and easy one, and I've really enjoyed Buried so far. It's just a really relaxing map, and the nostalgia of the music, the zombie models, the surrounding, it's a chef kiss, man. It's an absolute chef kiss. Top 10 map in history. Fight me about it. I don't care. I'm defending this map to my grave. We're up to the final hurdle here. There's 6 rounds to go, and we're 32 minutes in, and just while I'm here, I just want you guys to drop down in the description what's your favorite Black Ops 2 map. Description? Did I say description? I meant to say comments. Jump in the comments what's your favorite Black Ops 2 map, because whatever I see you guys like the most, I could do certain videos on it because I love playing zombies. I just love going through my footage and watching it back again and showing you guys what I've done. So just a quick little side note here, and we should be getting this map done within the next 10 minutes of game time at the top corner at least, and it's been bloody beautiful, man. It's been a beautiful run. God damn, I also forgot to tell you guys, this A94 is a beast. Going into this run, my strategy was used to paralyze it because I think it's infinite damage to around 70 if I remember at the top of my head, but god damn, I'm dumb for that. The A94 is still slaughtering on these rounds, and yes, I know there's an instant kill all going on right now, but even on its own, man, it's held off this whole run. At the end of every round, I go down and get some ammo near Leroy's cage, and we keep going. This gun is such a beast. You should absolutely utilize this gun. Or the SVU, depending on your aim. If your aim is good, use the SVU. I can't aim. That's why I'm using the A94, and I have no regrets. This gun is a beast. Here we are on round 30, and we're about to finish this run. It's been a beautiful run. It's been pretty flawless, and yes, as you can see, we finished. We went over 40 minutes, but our final time in here, it's going to be close, waiting for the round to finish, and it is 40 minutes, 25.13 seconds. With that information in mind, we now know we failed our first challenge, going sub 40 minutes by 25 seconds, which is brutal. But on the good side, we did get our third challenge in mind of being flawless. We did that pretty easily. That was kind of guaranteed on Buried, and that in comparison to the top 10 fastest round 30 speedruns on Buried, we're pretty far off. But you know, they would have to be using the bank system to get very lucky, knowing faster strategies than I do. This is the thing that just clicked in my mind that could be fast on my end, so I'm not too angry about that. And in relation to the fastest map so far, that puts it at second, around 5 minutes behind Dire Eyes. So it's in second place right now out of 4. We still got 2 more maps to go, and I can't wait for the next map. It should have been done after Dire Eyes, but as I said, I wanted to save the best 2 for last. So coming up next is the most iconic map in one of my minds of Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead, the second best Black Ops 2 map in my opinion, because I am an Origins fanboy, heart and soul. So ignoring that, I'm really excited for Mob of the Dead, yet nervous because it is such a big map and there's so many things you gotta do. So before going into this map, I had to make a mental note of what I need to do and what I don't have to do. So I'm going to be skipping a lot of all the setup stuff that everyone does because I already know I need a certain amount of things in my head. And going into this, I had 3 challenges for myself to complete. Number 1, it's going to be going flawless. That should be pretty simple if I get jugged before dying. I can easily die a few times before getting jugged, and that's a worry in my mind. I don't want that to happen, but it shouldn't happen. Number 2, we need the Acid Gat and the Ray Gun Mark II for my strategy, so I want to get those really early. Let's just say pack them before round 15. It's a very hard challenge to do, but I think I can do it. And my third challenge is, I want this map to be faster than Nuketown. I want this to be in third spot after this. I think I can do it faster than, I think it was 47 minutes on Nuketown. It's going to be hit or miss. It's very, very difficult challenge to set out for myself, but Mob of the Dead is a fun game, so let's get into it. I do love Mob of the Dead a lot, but I'm still a rookie. I went to the wrong side for the key. The key's not above the cafeteria, it's actually by the warden's office, so that was a big boo-boo already, but excluding that, we're going to get the MP5 early and head our way over there to get the warden's key, because without the warden's key, as you know, you pretty much can do nothing on Mob of the Dead. It is essential, and I'm pretty dumb for going this way, but we make mistakes. Let's just recover from it as quick as we can. The very next round, on round 3, we actually do make ourselves on the way to the warden's office way, and we go into Afterlife and shock a few things. 2 boxes, and also we do get speed caller on, so we got the key now, which is really good. We can head down to the showers, as you can see we're doing right now, as we want to get the washing machine done real quick, you know, because that can be a scary one, especially earlier in the game, because I know if you wait like too long, a warden spawns down there, and that can be very difficult to take care of, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue, and it should be fairly simple. After a few more afterlives and a few rounds later of getting points, we actually do the shower step on round 5, and it's not too difficult really. It can be difficult if you're not prepared, but the MP5 is going to save my ass 10 times out of 10 down here. And if you don't know what it is, you're pretty much just going to stay down here and kill zombies until the laundry's done. You can't leave, and after we do this, as you can see we've done now, we can pick up our first plane part out of 5. We only want to go down to the Golden Gate Bridge once, so we're trying to get all our plane parts quick whilst getting 2 guns that we need of the Blundergat and the Mark II, so right now we're just still vibing, just still trying to proceed through the map as quick as we can. Holy shit, my box luck in this video has been insane! Getting the ray guns really early on the other maps, the Paralyzer on Buried, it's crazy. We get the Mark II first hit, as you saw right now, and this is beautiful. This is a gun that we're going to keep for late game. It's pretty much going to be the main killing power in our strategy, and I'm so excited to get this. It just means we need one more wonder weapon. I know we can get it for free, but I can't be bothered doing that. I'm just going to take the chance of getting it from the box. And straight after this, we actually do grab our second plane part, which is beautiful. And I didn't show you guys earlier, but I did grab the other 2 acid gap parts in the jail cell and by the warden's office, so we grab our third piece here, and we're pretty much set up now. All we got to do is get the 3 other plane parts and get the Blundergat from the box, and as soon as we get to that, we're going to our strategy. I want you guys to have a guess on what the strategy is, and all I'm going to say, it's not training circles in the cafeteria. This strategy is a bit more on the low key, unless you know zombies really well. The strategy is going to be really fast, and you guys are going to be able to see it pretty soon in the video. On round 7, we make our way down this dangerous spiral staircase. It is such a scary place to be. I swear I die here so many times, but we're down here to unlock the box first before we go into Afterlife to find the numbers, and I've gone into Afterlife without opening this box so many times, so I had to make sure I remembered that. And now going down the stairs, we're going to get our numbers here. We get a 6, a 4, then a 7. So with these 3 numbers in mind, all we're going to do is shock them in, and we get our third plane part, as you can see right here, through this little elevator thing, whatever you want to call it, and now we've got our third plane part, and we're going along really smooth. Not too much longer after that, we're actually going to go into Afterlife down here and shock these 3 boxes to also get our next plane part that's coming up. We're doing this like early just so we can get the part really quick, and we don't have to come down here and do it later, so this is really good to get over and done with, and all we need to do is get the piece from the warden's office, and which this one allows us to do, and the one also in the docks, so we're actually going really quick here, and I'm actually insanely proud of how fast I'm doing this map. It's really one of my weakest maps in my opinion, like just remembering and doing stuff quickly, but I'm actually flying through this and I'm very proud. Lapping into the next round here, and we get that scary noise of the warden coming in, and honestly, I only got a few words for you. Ray gun Mark II absolutely put my little man to bed, and it was super quick. It is such a good weapon, the Ray gun Mark II, against any boss in Black Ops 2, so he's taken care of. All we're doing here now is going to rack up some points, get Juggernaut turned on, get our plane part from the docks, and then just start spinning the box until we can get the hell out of here onto the Golden Gate Bridge. And just like that, we get Juggernaut, and it's pretty much easy from here on out. We only need a few more perks, and we're pretty much golden. All we need is Speed Caller, Double Tap, Electric Cherry. Those perks, with this set I'm going to have, it's going to be pretty much impossible to die before round 30, so I'm pretty happy. Plane part number 4 is secured, and this could be one of the scariest plane parts to get, because I've come out of Afterlife here so many times, just insta-died by the amount of zombies that swarm around you, so pretty happy to get this piece, and we're never going to come back to get it, so pretty much all we're going to do now is get the other piece, and get some perks. You know, it's pretty simple right here, pretty simple strategies going on. On our way back to the warden's office to get Speed Caller and the plane part, we also realized we need Double Tap, so as you can see now, I'm going to go into Afterlife, shock it on, get back, drink that bad boy up, and still march our way over to the Warden's office to get our third perk soon, and also get the plane part. And then all we really need is Electric Cherry, but that can wait a little bit, I guess. We just want to get the Blundergat first, because I can't be bothered waiting for it, man. Knowing my luck, I could be here for like 5 to 10 rounds spinning the box. Or my crazy luck can keep going, get it my second box hit there. It's just all up to RNG like most of these maps, but let's just hope for the best. After around 5 box hits of just spamming the box hoping for the best, we unfortunately get the lock or the teddy bear, and this is pretty annoying because now I have to go all around the map and try and find the box. And on my way to the docks, I actually found it by the staircase. I didn't even know this was a box location because I don't really remember the box locations on this map. I was just guessing it was going to be in the dock somewhere, so at least we found the box here, and we're just going to keep spinning again and hopefully get the Blundergat soon, because we really want to get our second goal done of getting our Ray Gun pack before round 15 and getting the Acid Gat. And bang, just like that, that very much of chaos coming in front of me, I do get the Blundergat, and I'm happy. Off we go to our next bit to get to the bridge, get it packed, get ready to set going, and get to our strategy. At 21 minutes into the run, it's pretty good for 15 minutes. We can do the next 10 rounds really quickly, 10 rounds really quick, because the strat's really fast, so I'm very happy with myself, and off we go. Here we are building the plane, and oh my god, this little cutscene might be the best in-game cutscene we've ever seen. Even better than the Gorod Kofi Dragon in my opinion. This is so cool, this little plane right here. It's one of the best things about this map. It's just so cool they brought these real life situations into zombies, and I love this every time it happens. It's probably the best thing that's ever happened. Like, this just cutscene, I can't get over it. It just makes me smile thinking about it. But as soon as we get to the bridge here, we are going to get our ray gun packed on round 16, which is really heartbreaking because I wanted to get everything done before round 15, like the pack-a-punch and stuff, but so unfortunately we failed that challenge. It's not too much of an issue, though. It was only 1 round longer than it should have been, but our time nonetheless is still very fast for Mob of the Dead, you know. If people are playing Mob of the Dead seriously, they're probably going to be up to like round 8 to 10 at this point, probably even shorter, just to taking the time getting everything set up. But as you know, we don't do that in this challenge. We do it as quick as we can, and all we're going to do now is go back to the electric chair, shock ourselves back to the main prison, and here our strategy is about to start off. If you guess the strategy being sitting where double tap is with the door behind you, well done, because this is the strategy you're going to be using. This strategy just really relies on the Ray Gun Mark II, killing the zombies as soon as they spawn, because the spawns are really quick here, super duper fast. You can fly through the rounds, and as soon as I run out of ammo on my Ray Gun Mark II, I got the Acid Gat just to spam and hope for max ammo. So this is a strategy I'm going to be pursuing, and it's a really quick one and a really enjoyable one. It's a strategy I do recommend you guys trying out at least once. If you want to go through the rounds really quick and have a blast, you can stay here to like round 40 to mid 40s, even longer. It all depends on max ammo drops and how lucky you get with it and how accurate you are with ammo. Once you get that nailed down, beautiful strategy, very fun to do. On round 19, we actually get a really clutch max ammo. We're running hella low on ammo, so this is beautiful to watch. And going into around 20, we're up to around 30 minutes now, and this may look really slow, but the rounds just get quicker in this strategy here. It's probably like a minute per round going out of here, maybe a bit more than a minute per round, but still, that is incredibly fast. Not Die Rise level fast, but it is fast considering we're only using the Mark II and no Liquefy, which is dumb broken, so it's really good so far. I'll check up with you guys in round 25 if something interesting happens in between, but as of right now, it's looking beautiful, and I'm loving Mob of the Dead. Before this strategy, you have an idea in mind that you don't have to get the Acid Gat upgraded. You can just get the Ray Gun Mark II, but I'm actually running really low on the Ray Gun Mark II, so the Acid Gat here came in clutch. It's still going to kill the zombies really quick. It's a bit more dangerous because of the splash damage, and sometimes the Monkey Bomb effect doesn't always work, but I'm really lucky for this Acid Gat, and as you can see here, we do get a max ammo, which keeps us in the strategy. We don't have to leave to the Acid Trap strategy at the cafeteria, so that's the reason I was so persistent on the Blundergat here, and it really did pay off dividends, and it kept me going in the strategy to get the rounds done even faster. It took 6 minutes to go from round 20 to 25, so that is incredibly quick if you don't know on Black Ops 2. It's incredibly quick, especially for Mob of the Dead, so as I told you guys, this strategy is really fast, and you should definitely try it, as I've already told you. It's so quick, and once you kill the zombies quick, the rounds go fast, and you just have a blast, so whilst I was doing this, I was blasting music, just sitting here killing zombies. It's an absolute thrilling experience, in my opinion. especially on Mob of the Dead, since there's not really any good camping strategies. This is one of the ones that came to mind that I remember seeing YouTubers do and like hearing stuff about it. I've never tried it until this video, and god damn, I do love this strategy. And we should be done this map like quicker than Nuketown, because that's 47 minutes. The only reason I'm gonna go slower than that is if I die, and I wouldn't put that like past myself, but we're looking pretty good here. It should be a pretty flawless run towards the end here. Here we are for our final checkup of the video. I thought I'd let you guys know what we're doing around 27, and we're under 40 minutes right now. This is towards the start around 27, so this map should be done under 45 minutes 100%. And I want you guys to let me know, do you prefer Nuketown? Not Nuketown. Why am I thinking about Nuketown? Sorry. Mob of the Dead or Origins? Which one do you prefer, and tell me why? Because I'm an Origins fanboy, but after playing Mob of the Dead like this, I can see why people would prefer it over Origins, but I don't know, something about Origins always drags me towards it. But I want to hear your guys' opinions on why, which one's your favorite. I know mine is Origins, probably because of the staffs, and I love setting up on maps that are really fun. Like, I love Zetsubou. I know a lot of people don't like that map, but I love it because of the setup. Shadows of Evil, I love it because of the setup. All those setup maps I like, and I feel like Mob of the Dead, it's a bit easy to set up on, and a bit too easy of a map for me, so that's why I like Origins, but I'd love to hear you guys' opinions 100%. And here we are. We do get a lucky nuke, luckily for us, to actually finish off the round 29 to make it a bit quicker than what it should have been, and it was a blast. But we actually do finish off a time with 43 minutes 30 seconds .37, which puts it in third, which is a really good time. I didn't think it would be this high up, and we do complete our other two challenges of being quicker than Nuketown and going flawless, which is an absolute amazing achievement in my mind. We got 2 out of 3, and it was a really quick run, so I'm very happy. Also, looking at the top 10 speed runs, it puts us like 7 minutes behind 10th place. And I say it's pretty good for my first time ever trying to speedrun this map. I'm very grateful for that. It was a very fun experience, and to finish off this video now, maybe one of the longest games it could be. We are playing Origins, which is a fun map, one of my favorite maps of all time, and I can't wait to show you guys what I'm going to be doing, and let's get straight into it. We have saved the best map in Zombies history for last, and yes, we are up to Origins now. What a beautiful map. You know, this map just runs perfectly from the setup to the mid game, early game, late game. It all runs smoothly and perfectly, and it's just such a beautiful map. It's just balanced well, and you can't get better than this map. And I'm really excited for playing this map. I know it might take a while, but the map is still so good, so I can handle it. So in today's video, we're going to have 3 different challenges. Number 1, it's going to be flawless. It's going to be pretty difficult in Origins because before getting Jug in that first Panzer, you can die pretty easily, and it's very scary. Number 2, you want to get the upgraded ice staff before round 15. That's a goal of ours. We want to get it upgraded to start our strategy. And goal number 3, we don't want this to be our longest video. Oh, not video, longest map, sorry. So we don't want this to be longer than Transit. So we just want to beat Transit and we'll be happy. Knowing that, let's get straight into it and let's just try and smash this out as quick as we can. On round 2 here, we're just going to do a couple chores to make the map so much easier for ourselves. So first we grab the shield part, as you can see. The shield's going to save us more times than we can, so we need this. We're also going to get the generator on here. We need to get all 6 generators on for Pack-a-Punch and also our staff. So we're trying to get these on as quick as we can. And after this generator is turned on right about now, we're going to go down to this little bunker room here, whatever it is. I don't know what the actual name is for it, but we are going to grab the MP40 and the ice staff disc because we're going to need both of those. The MP40 is really good for early game against the zombies, and we also need that disc for the ice staff just to get the ice staff in general. So that's all we've really done in round 2, so we're just going to keep setting up as quick as we can and just try and march through these early rounds before round 8 when the Panzer comes, and that's going to be very scary. On round 4 here, we actually got enough points to open up the actual bunker, like the main bunker. I don't know, that's what it's called this time, and we can open ourselves to the main part of the map, which leads us to Gen 4, 5, and 6, and this is really good. Ideally, we want to get Gen 4 on as quick as we can for Juggernaut, and also since it's snowing, we want to dig up as many dig sites as we can to get as much ice staff parts as we can, because if you don't know, you got to dig them out when it's snowing in order to get the parts. If it's not snowing, you're not going to get any parts, so snow rounds are critical because we want to get our ice stuff really quick, because the upgrade process is very, very simple once you learn it a few times. And so yeah, that's all you're going to really see us do. Just keep turning on generators, keep digging, just keep going through the rounds, just trying to do it as quick as we can. And in just a blink of an eye, we turned on Gen 4, finished Gen 4, and drunk Juggernaut. This is really good for us. It just gives us that sense of security that we won't die from anything stupid, so this is really good to get it this early on. We're on round 6 now, 6.5 minutes in, and we actually do turn on Gen 5 to get stamina up, which is absolutely beautiful. We love that perk, it just helps us so much. But however, while I was trying to buy stamina up, we got ourselves in a sticky situation here where we had to go down into the tunnel here whilst red screen, and I don't know how we got out of this, man. Lucky drops coming out, lucky aim, never mind, I'm the best player in this game. And we eventually get out, like, without a down, which is absolutely insane. I thought it was an instant down, maybe even an instant reset when this thing happened live, but grateful for that. So we're going to come back out, grab our stamina up, and go on our merry way. Round 7, getting our 5th generator on in generator 3, and this allows us to get speed cola, which is also a very good perk, especially with the staff, since the reload speed is pretty long. If you know, you know. And I also grabbed the shield part here, so I do have the shield secured, and now I just need to start digging for staff parts and go to Gen 6 with the churches to get everything open. Apart from that, we are pretty much in a good situation here. We're going pretty fast here, but the Panzer comes next round, so you guys are about to see what happens when the Panzer comes and you're not really prepared. Thank you, Treyarch, for allowing us to pick up multiple buildable parts at once in this map and in Mob of the Dead. Just made life so much easier. Shield secured, and we were ready to go. A round 8 Panzer has come, and a round 8 Panzer is nothing to mess around with. This is probably one of the most difficult bosses to take care of, especially on Black Ops 2 when you don't really have much help. If you don't have a staff upgraded, or a good gun from the box, or a Pack-a-Punch mouse, it can be pretty difficult to take him out at first, but since I am a professional, well, not really professional, but as you can see, it's taking clip after clip after clip after clip to kill him. Probably consumed over 120 bullets just to put him down, and it was very scary because I've had so many runs, not in this video, but just in general, when I play Origins of my own, dying to this big goofy guy, so taking him down was a big step in my mind. Now all we're going to do is wait for the next snowy round to get our ice staff parts and go to Gen 6 to get the last generator on, then we're pretty much good to go. Round 10 was a really good round for us. First we get a snow round. As you can see, we got our second ice staff part. We got one towards the beginning of the video. I forgot to show it. It's my fault. And also, as you can hear that siren, we have Templar zombies. So as soon as I make my way to this generator, I'm going to have to execute all the Templars on site. And I get a free max ammo and the generator back on for all my hard work. Like, the guys are repaying me for all my good I've done to them, which is really good. After this, we make our way to Gen 6 by the church, and we actually find another ice staff part. So now we got all our ice staff parts, and we're ready to build it instantly. And whilst we're here, we also turn on Gen 6. So this has been a really good run. Good round, sorry, for us. We got a lot of things done, and a lot of boxes are ticked now. We just got to start progressing to build this ice staff as quick as we can. Round 11 was also a very long but important round for us. As we start off, we actually do Pack-a-Punch our MP40, just to have that safety net of a good gun. And then after that, we actually do get the music disc and the gramophone to go understairs into the chambers under Pack-a-Punch. This is just to get the ice staff ready for when we need it, and just to get everything ready. So since we have the ice disc, we make our way to the ice tunnel, which is actually by Gen 6. We open up into the crazy place, go through the crazy place, then we go and grab our little ball or crystal orb, whatever it is, and then after that, we actually make our way back into the chambers and actually get our unpack-a-punched, or unupgraded, should I say, ice stuff, which is really good. It's good we got this. Now, when we start doing the upgrade process, it shouldn't take too long. It's a fairly simple one to do, as it doesn't really require any souls to get, and it should be pretty simple. Round 12, 13, and 14 was a whole lot of setup stuff, so I'm not really going to commentate over what I'm going to do. You guys can see it in the background whilst I'm doing it, but this took majority of my run to complete, because there's so many different things I had to do in mind. As you can see, I'm doing the upgrades quest, I'm getting Panzers coming out, I still need perks, I still need to get good spawns, I still need to do this and that, which is always going to take time off the run, but there's unfortunately not much I can do about this. You know, it's still pretty fun, and as you can see, as I said, I'm not gonna talk through this because I'm pretty sure you guys have seen like people set up on Origins hundreds of times, so me talking over what I'm about to do, it's kind of pointless. But if you don't know how to make the ice staff on Origins and you're watching this video, honestly don't know what you're doing. Unless you're getting a really like big nostalgia boner from this, that's the only reason I'll accept. But at the end of all this trouble and mayhem, at least we get what we came for. We're about to finish off our souls in the crazy place. I don't know why I went blank there. In the crazy place, yes. And now we're able to get the ice staff upgraded. We're about to get to a strategy, which is, I don't see anyone really using Black Ops 2. I utilized it on Black Ops 3 when I got round 100 on Origins, but Black Ops 2, it's pretty rare to see. Our ice staff has been secured on round 14, which means we've got challenge number 2 done. Only 2 more to do to make me a happy little boy. Skipping forward to round 18 just to get ready in our spot. Our spot is going to be down in the fire tunnel. It's a really good Black Ops 3 fast strategy, and I don't mind it here on Black Ops 2. We just pretty much sit here, kill with our STG while we can, and then use our ice staff when we have to. You don't fully use it, you do a halfway shot that uses 6 bullets because it's most effective down here because you're not going to kill a full train at 24 all the time. 3 charge shots are going to kill enough, and the 6 charge shot is pretty much perfect. So this is pretty much all we're going to do towards the end now. We're at 34 minutes on round 18, so hopefully we can get this done around 50 minutes if we're lucky. Hopefully it's a bit shorter than Transit, but we're about to find out soon. Skipping forward to round 24 now, I just want to give you a little guys of an idea where I'm at. With 43 minutes into the run, and this spot here is pretty safe to go. There's no stress. The spawns are fairly quick as they just come to my right and just up the stairs above us too. So only 2 main spawn points, very safe. The ice staff melts the panzers when they come in, and it's a strategy I do want you guys to try on your own. Especially on Black Ops 3 with alchemical antitheses, however you say it. You pretty much get to round 80 guaranteed with that Gobble Gum alone in the ice staff, so it's a really fun strategy, and there's not really much to talk of. The setup was pretty insane. It took us a while to get set up, but we're looking to finish off strong here. It's actually gone really well. There's been no issues, and it's been a pretty standard game of Origins, if I don't say so myself. Fast forwarding towards the end of round 29, going towards the start of round 30, I thought I'd just show it to you guys here, because the strategy was probably one of the most boring ones I've done so far. It's like the lightning bow from Horizon Druck sitting on top of like a little camping spot. It's pretty much what it is, but with the ice staff, which is better by the way. Just had to put it out there because I know some of you might disagree, but ice staff clears the lightning bow. But anyways, we're coming up here to our final time as it transitions to round 30, and we get 51 minutes 39.4 seconds. With this time, however, it actually puts it at number 6 for our slowest run so far. So that's very unfortunate. I thought we could have done a bit better on this map than some of the others, but that means we do fail our 3rd challenge of being faster than Transit, but we do go flawless, so at least we go 2 for 3 on challenges. And in relation to the leaderboards of the top 10 fastest speedruns on this map, it was very poor on my behalf. I think I was 13 minutes behind 10th place, which is pretty poor. To be fair, Origins, you have to be really good. You have to know spawns. You have to get really lucky with like the snow rounds and pieces. It's a very difficult map, but it was crazy. So here we go. I'm going to give you guys a quick recap of what it was, and let's go to that. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a blast to make, and it did take me a while through recording and editing to put this together. So if you do like this kind of content, please give it a like and a comment and a subscribe, as I would really appreciate that coming from you. And with the list order, as you can see from the list over here, first was Die Rise, second was Buried, third Mob of the Dead, which is pretty surprising for me, fourth Nuketown, fifth Transit, and sixth Origins. I want to know if any of you guys predicted any of those right in your mind. I think Die Rise is a pretty safe number 1 and Buried number 1 and 2, but the other 4 could have been like anywhere in between. It was just up to luck at the end of the day. And if anyone else has any other idea for a future video, please drop it down below. I'm always down to do my usual style of just custom zombie maps, unedited, just straight talking commentary, or if you guys prefer what I did today and put some effort into editing and doing long recordings and editing down for you on base Call of Duty Zombies maps, let me know. Your opinion means a lot to me, and I really do appreciate you guys for watching it this far if you're still here. And without further ado, guys, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, evening, night, wherever you are from the world. I love you guys. Peace out. Take care.